Number one says, listen to other people's songs, or listen to other songs, styles, or artists. One of the most important things that you can learn is that you need to be inspired to write something that you're feeling. Now, it is possible, very possible, to just grab a guitar and start writing something. Absolutely. Okay? And if you're feeling so inclined and you're in that kind of place, then that's great. Okay? But sometimes you need a pick-me-up. You need something to get you going, right? So, and I'm just going to throw out some names here, but I might be sitting around and all of a sudden I'm not in the mood for writing something, but I need energy. So I throw in some music by Symphony X, if you know who Symphony X is, and it gets me going, right? Or I listen to the Winery Dogs for a different reason, if you know who the Winery Dogs are, and it gets me going. So there's a million places I can go to get some ideas, to get the blood flowing, okay? Now, it doesn't just have to be, I'm writing metal, therefore I need to listen to metal. I can get ideas from anywhere, and this is something that a good friend of mine, I'll leave him unnamed now, but he's a wonderful songwriter. And he told me a lot of times what he does is he'll go to a pop song, like a really cheesy pop song, because pop songs have a tendency of creating incredible melodies. They just do, right? A Justin Bieber or a whoever or whatever. These guys, their entire career is built on melody and hook, right? So he'll go to those and he'll try and find a melody that he likes, just a chorus melody or something, you know, some sort of a... whatever it might be. And he'll listen to that, and then he'll take that and start building something around it. And all of a sudden, again, he's borrowing a concept from something that he heard, and then he's using it in a completely different perspective. Okay, so please understand, and it sounds like everybody's doing okay with my vocal and my guitar tone and all that sort of thing. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Looks like you're doing okay, thank you. So let's talk about copyright for a second before we move forward, okay? Your job is not to take... just that, but please understand that riff there, let's move it here. How's that go, guys? There it is. Right? Sweet Dreams? Took me a minute. I haven't played that in about 20 years, but that's the riff. That's the riff. It's just in a different key. Okay? If you listen to Dokken, if you go to... Mr. Siri, again, however that's exactly played, it's the same riff. Okay? This riff has been used a million times, and I wouldn't say that Randy Rhoads was the first one to play that riff. It probably came from somewhere else. Okay, so if you can kind of see the resemblance there, what's happening is a concept is coming from an idea from a song, and it's being used in a different way in some other song. This is where people get confused with this copyright thing, and so what they do is they don't ever listen. They listen to music for enjoyment, but when it comes time to write music, they don't use any of the tools that they've instinctively been learning because they've been learning all these different songs. That's like trying to be an artist and learn how to paint, but you don't study any painters. You just study the physiology of colors, right? You just study how colors are made and, you know, the red and blue makes whatever and blah, 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 all these different things. But you don't actually study Picasso. You don't actually study Monet. You don't study anybody. Well, you'd be missing so much if you didn't study those people. You go to college and you study artists. okay? We study artists too. Our artists are the musicians that we listen to. So please understand that you can take an idea that you learned from somebody and you can change it. You can change its tempo, you can change its organization, you can change its key. And please understand that a song is not just a guitar line. A song is a vocal and a tempo and a drum track and a bass track and all these other things create Crazy Train. All of those pieces are Crazy Train, right? If when the bass player comes in and he goes, so it's going up. And here we are. That's what's happening. The bass player is going, he's playing his bass, he's doing this. Well, is that copyright? Hasn't there been a song before that's went on the bass? Right? Like 700 million other songs do that, right? So is that a copyright infringement, that bass part? No, you see, it's a collection of different pieces that make something. So if you were to take this idea and you were going to make your own thing, so you went, I'm in drop D now. I just dropped my 6th string down, which is why I'm using the ESP. Okay, so follow along here. Watch what I do. I'm going to take that same idea, but I'm going to change it. So in my head, this came from Crazy Train, and I'm making this up right now with you, hanging out. Okay, this isn't something I thought of before. My brain just, like yours, I'm sure, it just never stops. So I'm always thinking about things. So now I've got this. The inspiration for that just came from playing Crazy Train and made this. Okay? So it's based off the idea, its inspiration comes from Crazy Train, but it's become something else. The tempo is different, the tuning is different, the riff is different, and now everything else that I would add to this is going to be different. Okay? So now I might have something else this is going. I'm sorry, some of you want to know what I'm doing here. So what I'm doing is I'm in drop D, I tuned the string down to D, and I'm going, so I'm playing 0, 0 on the 6th string, 5 on the 5th string. Okay? And right there, I'm going up to 7 and 8 on the 4th string. So I'm going 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 7. And then I'm going to go back to 1, 0, and then I'm going to do the 8. And then I'm going to do the same idea, the same rhythm, but I'm going to go. So I'm going 7, 8, 7. So I'm going. And then. Okay? So again, my point is inspiration. I just did something that was completely different from an idea from Crazy Train. So finding inspiration, you're listening to others, okay? You're listening to other songs, other artists, other genres, like I was talking about with the pop thing. You can get a great melody, and again, I'm not saying that you have to like Rihanna, whatever. I'm saying that those songs were carefully constructed by a bunch of very professional musicians that know what they're doing, and their prime objective is to make something that sells to a mass market. Okay? Like it or hate it, that's what it does. But it does mean that it has elements that are very musical by nature. So we can go there, we can look at stuff, we can grab something that is very musical and then put it in our dark little world of metal here and make something else out of it. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Listen, if you're ready to take your guitar playing to the next level, then I'd like to invite you to go to guitarzoom.com and sign up for a VIP membership, which gives you first access to my premium lessons each month, which are customized for your specific goals and skill level. Now, it's an awesome community of guitar players that love to play, have fun, and support each other's goals, and we'd love to have you join us. So go to guitarzoom.com and sign up for VIP today.